It's like 3:40 in the morning. I fell asleep with the AC on pretty strong. So I've depleted my batteries.
The hell?
That means I won't have cold air going into the morning. It takes quite a while to solar charge up 800 watts of lithium, so not sure how tomorrow's going to play out. It's comfortable right now because we're in the 60s, but when the sun pops back out, it'll be a different story. It's my own fault. About to see what we're going to get going when the sun comes out for power. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Well, van life is definitely a learning experience. Like I mentioned earlier, I woke up about 3 in the morning, realized I hadn't turned off my AC unit, which I had blowing super cold, like 65 degrees. So I finally drained my batteries down, which is fine for the morning. It's fairly cool. So I chilled for a little bit longer. Well, I chilled until about 8 in the morning. Then took the van over to a Walmart, parked here, kind of trying to position it to get the most amount of sun that I can. And but I remember to stow the cat's water this time, so I didn't spill it. Unfortunately, I had half a extra large Buc-ee's cup of fruit punch, and it managed to spill all over the side of my bed. So now my mattress is pinkish. And these are just lessons that I'm going to learn as I do van life stuff. Things that were easy to handle when you're in a sticks and bricks, a little bit more cumbersome and a little more arduous to fix on the road. And that's fine. That's what we're learning here. Always stow your liquids. That's a van life rule that I need to start learning to live by. I'm hoping maybe I get up to 50% on my batteries before nightfall. But it is really hot and it is really stuffy here. Humidity is going to be high. Pollen rate's going to be high. So we'll just play it by ear. Cats are doing fine. They just had their wet cat food for the day. So now they're starting to chill. My allergies are kicking up just from mentioning pollen. All right, talk to you a little later. Ran into another hurdle. I've been charging my Jackery off of the cigarette lighter plug on my van. The last time I did it, I felt like the van might have had a little bit of issues, but of course, me being me, I ignored it. So I've been charging it off the Jackery, and actually was doing some pass-through today too, where I was running the fan to keep the cats cool. Well, I went to start the engine, which started earlier today, and check it out. All right. So that doesn't sound good. So let me go inside and see what I can do. Try to get a jumper. I'm hoping that's all it is. All right, I'm back. I got a jumper. It was on sale. Hopefully, it might be a repackage. Hopefully whatever it is good, and I hope this fixes it. Let me see what I can do. It looks like it might already be powered. I hope that's what that means. I forgot to videotape me connecting it, but I just connected it. Hold on, I forgot to videotape myself connecting it, but I connected it up like the manual said. It said it was ready to jump. Started up on the first crank, so that's nice. Hopefully it's not an alternator. I don't know how to check to see if it's going to be the alternator. I definitely don't need that issue. But the car started up, so I'm going to come out here, close the hood, and drive it for a bit to get it charged back up. I think that's the thing to do, isn't it? Guys, especially when you see this video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe or whatever. Blow this thing up as much as you can. And just seriously, I was just worried about the cats getting overheated back here, because this is the same day that I drained my lithium batteries kind of all the way, because I fell asleep with them running last night, running the air conditioner. So I had come up here to start the air conditioner to cool the cats off a little bit more, because the fans are blowing, and I have the AC running, but I have it running just on fan mode so it doesn't tax the system while it's trying to charge up. And then this thing didn't crank. You know, I've spent so much money in basically the first week of van life. It's a little crazy, but I went in there and I knew I was gonna have to spend $100 or $200 on a jumper. Luckily, this one here was on clearance, $37.30. I was worried that it was out of the box, that it wasn't gonna work. When I pulled it out, it had been opened before, but I didn't see any problems, so don't know what that really means at Walmart. But I'm relieved right now. Once this happens, you're always scared that, you know, when you turn it off, it'll be the last time it comes back on. I need to look at this thing and see if there's a way to charge it and all that stuff too, to have it on the ready. But current crisis evaded. All right, I'm gonna start driving. Okay, my Jackery's at 47%, but I do have this jumper hooked up to charge it. That way we'll have it on the backup. Let's hope this all works. Thanks for watching. All right, I drove up the way to the Outlet Shopping Center. It's not far from that Bass Pro Shop I was at. It has a drive-in theater. I really should check out the drive-in theater in this rig. The cats and I can just chill while I watch a movie. It's not the worst idea in the world. Gotta figure out what that entails. I was here once for a movie. I really liked it. It was a Lego movie or something. But how long am I supposed to drive my van after jumping it to make sure the alternator charged it all the way up? That's a question I'm gonna need to Google real quick. Even though I need the solar, I think I'm going to park in the shade to let the van cool down too. There's a few shady spots over here. Could definitely use a shady spot. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop, let Idlewise literally Google what the protocol is for this, but we shall see. Fingers crossed. I'll probably turn it off here and turn it back on to see if it starts. I guess I should do that now. All right, here we go. All right, it's off. It started.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
Let's hope that happens every time. I think because of the extreme heat, and I was charging, I did have my backup camera hooked up while it was charging my phone last night, and just never unhooked it, which I don't usually have a problem with. And then when I got to Walmart, I had started charging the Jackery off of it, and then when it got really warm in the back, I went ahead and did pass-through charging and ran the air purifier. So I'm sure it's me. Hopefully, you know, it's a really good battery. It's a gold battery. Should still be under warranty even and stuff. So hopefully we don't have any issues. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, I just looked it up. 20 to 30 minutes, preferably on highway miles, to charge your battery up enough to make sure it starts again if it's the battery. But ideally, at least an hour on possibly highway miles to get it fully charged. So we're gonna run over to Buc-ee's. I'm gonna grab a slushie and put some gas in the van, and then we're going to go on a little bit of a drive. So, talk to you later. All right. Got my green apple slushie. Ready to get some gas. Good old Buc-ee's. Gas for me is going to be $2.48. All right, she started right up again, so we're good. Now we're getting ready to take about a 50-minute to an hour drive. Basically full circle, because I want to come back to this Bass Pro Shop and sleep tonight. I feel much better now, guys. And now we own our own battery jumper. I had kind of one anyway, but I had cut the ends off and it's hooked up to the lithium. So now we have one dedicated to just jumping this house battery. So $32 when it was supposed to be like $80, and basically having a new item in our arsenal, not the worst thing in the world. And that's the beginning of van life for us. All right, just basically drove a full hour round trip. Everything went fine. Cats were chill back there, they didn't even care. Turned off the engine, started it back up just now. Don't seem to have any problems. We're not too far from a Cracker Barrel here, but I'm not sure this is one of those ones we could boondock at even if we wanted to. I'll show you why in a second. Yeah, I'm not sure if you caught that sign. I tried to slow down for it and adjust, but basically it says no overnight or commuter parking. This is the public side. Now that sign is only right there, and the rest of the shopping center is kind of separate. There's also a semi over there parked. Like, it might be okay on the side where Dollar Tree is. Maybe it's just Publix itself that doesn't want these overnighters. There's a hotel right at the end of this road, and there's also a Cracker Barrel, which is usually, you know, overnight parking friendly. Which, like I said, I'm staying at Bass Pro tonight, but it was one that I'm interested in. It's only about 10 minutes away from the Bass Pro Shop, but you know, I'd like to change it up and try different things, but I also don't want to get the knock, you know what I mean? So far the car is doing fine with starting up. I think I just ran it too low by trying to run the jackery and doing pass-through charging, and it's honestly, I was pushing my luck anyway. But I am kind of happy to have this jumper, because I've been meaning to get one anyway. Like I said, I have the other one that I used to run stuff, but yeah, it's still charging. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So I mean, for a day that I don't have any work at all, it's been fairly eventful. It's almost 7. That means I got 2 hours before I can go and boondock over at the other spot. So I'm debating over whether I want to go right back over to that Walmart I was at, or if I want to just park somewhere else. I just want to sit and I'm trying to edit a bunch of these videos down, even though, you know, these content's kind of a little jumpy right now, and I apologize for that. But once I get those done, I can get them off my phone and kind of start having a regular schedule now that my move is done. My move is done, and now we got a job, right? Tomorrow night I got to work overnight shift, so hopefully things start normalizing and we figure some stuff out. But thanks for watching this stuff, everyone. I do appreciate it. I'm really just documenting what's going on in my life, and I'm living in a van, so I do appreciate you guys. Anything you want to say, comment, anything you want to see more of, having ideas, let me know. I'm very new to this and would thoroughly love to keep doing this for you. I will say that it's been a while since I've been on this side of town. There's a lot more places to eat here now too. Like just in this area alone, there's a Milo's, which is our local hamburger chain. We got a Chipotle, we got Dunkin' Donuts, Waffle House, Wendy's, Arby's, Cracker Barrel. And that's just what I can see. Oh, and Sneaky Pete's, our local hot dog joint, which I'm kind of happy to see that. That might be something I get to stop in at sometime over the next month too. I do like a good chili dog. I don't have a way to cook in here right now, so I don't have any heating thing. I'm thinking about getting one of those Road Pro 12 volt things over time, but right now it comes out of a can. I'm eating it cold, and if it's a hot meal, I got it at a gas station or something like that. So I am happy to see a lot of these food places in the area. I mean, I like Buc-ee's, don't get me wrong. That sandwich that I should have eaten on camera was crazy. It was sausage, ham, turkey, everything. It's a big fat boy. I ate a couple bites of it that night, and then had some of it this morning and finished it off around lunchtime today. So it was definitely worth the money I paid for it, to be honest with you. That was a really good sandwich, and it wasn't too spicy, which was my concern before. Was like, I like their brisket and stuff like that, but if I get too much of that sauce on it, sometimes they just get a little too, and that'll burn a hole in my gut. So, and also up here is a McDonald's and Taco Bell, newly remodeled Taco Bell. I like seeing that they got a Popeyes though. And then there was one restaurant that went away. That's the one I can't remember what it was though. Might have been Bojangles. I remember hitting that back in the day when my kid was younger. I used to come over here because he used to do summer, like a summer school plays, or whatever you want to call them, summer camp plays over here. But there's a KFC up here. Now there is a really cool thing that I used to go to all the time, and I kind of want to put it back in my rotation, and that is, did I turn too early? Maybe. Nope, I didn't. I just didn't know there was a Captain D's right here. They have a haunted house called A-Trucks Fright Fests. It's really fun. They'll have usually a horror celebrity come out. Usually, each week's a different horror celebrity. And then what they'll do is they'll be doing autographs, and they'll show his movie on a projector next to him. There's actually a little like kiosk of selling Pizza Hut pizzas and things like that. And then you have this really fun haunted house. Like, I really enjoyed it. So I think for the cat's sake today, we're going to park in the shade too. So we're going to do this now. That should help them out. It wasn't super hot. All the rest of the cats seemed to be okay, but Bimo, the oldest cat, the mother cat, she was doing the open mouth panting, which she's never done. So, but then she also wouldn't come close to a fan. If I blew the fan on her, she'd like go somewhere else. So, all right, I am actually back at that Walmart, and I think I'm just going to chill here for a couple hours. Make sure I unplug my 12 volt from the van here. Turn off the engine and keep this thing charging off the Jackery. Now that I got that day job, excuse me, now that I got that, not day job, that night job, I'll have to show that guys to you in some B-roll footage soon, but they've got a really good break room where I'm at. Like, they got a flat panel TV. They have places where you sit to eat. They have outlets with USB ports and regular plugs. We have microwaves, which I could probably take advantage of. Refrigerators and freezers, nice stainless steel setup, and free waters for the employees. So, oh, and also they got a little station for you to make food for, like, they have complimentary ramen and the little squeeze bottles of peanut butter and jelly and loaves of bread. And then just randomly, like the produce people, when stuff's about to go out, they'll throw it in there so you can get like tangerines and stuff, is what they were telling me. So seems like a pretty good setup, but I should try to figure out a way to bring my Jackery in and charge it up every day, like every day I work. So if I can have a fully charged Jackery without having to worry about jeopardizing what I just jeopardized. But that's all the yapping I got now. I'm going to sign off, check in on the cats, and basically, I'm going to try to do some more editing on these phones. All right, thanks for watching.